Hi boys and girls, let's create an origami swan. For this project, you will either need a piece of computer paper, which is rectangular, and scissors, or you can use a piece of origami paper, which is square. If you only have computer paper at home, you can turn that piece of paper into a square. Holding your paper vertically up and down, take the bottom edge of your paper and line it up with the right side edge of the paper. Once the edges are lined up, fold the paper in half and then take your scissors and cut off the extra strip of paper. When you're done cutting the strip off, open your paper back up and you'll have a square. Let's get started folding our origami swan. Make sure you have a flat surface to work on. Go ahead and turn your paper to the side so it's like a diamond and fold the bottom up to the top. Open your paper back up and hold it like a diamond again, with the crease going down the center vertically. Let's look at the crease and the bottom right edge of that diamond. Take the bottom right edge of that diamond and fold it inward toward that crease. Line it up along the crease and then make your fold. Do the same thing on the other side. So next you're going to take the left bottom edge of that diamond and line it up to the center crease and make your fold. Now you have a shape similar to a kite. Let's look at that top section of our kite shape. That is a triangle. See the bottom part of that triangle? We are going to fold that piece of our paper backwards along that bottom part of the triangle. To make it a little easier, you could always flip your kite and fold it downward. Next, let's turn our paper so the points of our triangles are facing up. Now let's take that top part of our smaller triangle and fold it down to the bottom edge of the paper. The crease that we just made, we are now going to line up with the bottom edge of our paper. So we're going to pull the bottom point of the triangle down until the crease lines up with the bottom edge of our paper, and then we're going to make another fold. Now let's take this whole shape and fold it in half along that center crease. It's going to be a little hard to do because the paper was originally folded the opposite way, but go ahead and try your hardest to line up the edges. Next, turn your paper so the horizontal crease is at the top and you have the smaller triangular shape towards the left and the larger triangular shape towards the right. Next, with your right hand holding onto the top part of the larger triangular shape, you're going to take that smaller triangular shape in your left hand and pull it downward just a little bit. It's more on an angle. Then press down to create the new folds on that smaller triangular piece. Next, let's take that diagonal edge of our paper along the bottom and line it up with that top horizontal edge. Once you have them lined up, go ahead and make your crease. When you're done with one side, go ahead and flip your paper over and do the same thing on the other side. Now turn your piece of paper and bring the bottom point to the top point. Make sure the 2 points line up perfectly and then go ahead and make your crease. Since the paper is getting thicker because we have so many folds, you might want to take the side of a pen or a pencil to help make your crease. Open your paper back up, flip it over, and do the same thing on the other side. So you're flipping it both ways and making that crease. So the crease goes both ways on the paper. Now let's draw some guidelines. Take a pencil that you have and draw a line on that crease. Then draw a diagonal line from the top of that crease down and over. Going to line it up with the first bottom corner area that you see. Then flip your paper over and do the same thing but going the opposite way. From that first bottom corner that you see up to the top of the crease. That's going to be our guideline for our next fold. Folding your paper horizontally, fold along that crease on both sides. Once you folded it one way, open it back up and fold it the opposite way on that same crease. Next, open your paper back up and then open the bottom of your paper. Find the spot where all of the creases line up, right in the center. And to flip your paper over, find that spot again and press down in the center of it. You should be able to press down in the center and it pops out the other way. Once you have it popped out the other way, put your finger in the center of that area to help you fold that longer part on the right side in half. This is going to be the swan's neck. Next, place your paper back down on the table and let's take a look at the swan's neck. We're going to fold the neck over to the left and line up the bottom of the neck with the top part of the swan's wings and make a crease. Then you are going to flip the paper over and do the same thing on the opposite side, making sure that you fold it on that crease both ways. Then unfold the paper, open the neck up, and take the bottom of the neck and push it towards the wings. And then fold along those 2 creases that you just made. Next, we have to make the head. Let's look at the inside part of that neck and take the top point of the neck and fold it downward. Then take that same piece and fold it halfway back up, so a little part is sticking out of the top. Then fold that whole vertical piece in half again. Then take the top part of the head and fold it downward perpendicularly. This is going to create the bend in the swan's neck. Once you fold it one way, flip the whole swan over and do the same thing but folding it the opposite way. Then open the folds back up and open the neck up and press the neck over to the right side and fold along those creases. You can leave the swan the way it is like this, or you can make one more fold on the neck and head to really get the angle of the head pointing downward. While pinching the top part of the head together, use the thumb on your opposite hand to push up on the head and beak Once that piece pops up the opposite way, go ahead and pinch and fold at that area. And there you go, we are all done making our beautiful swan. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Always remember to have fun, be creative, and don't worry if you make a mistake. See you next time.